John Costa, the editor of Citizens. I was inside the Exchange Bar in the Cultural Quarter. Took a bit of a brunt of last night's disorder that was seen. We've had a clean up here. It's been organised, lots of people turned up. Morning, how are you? Good, good. So what have you been down here doing today, Councillor?
I've been with fellow councillor Sue Barton over from Weston Park and loads of people from Leicester together with Sir Peter Salisbury, and we've just been out trying to clean things up a bit and do what we can. I mean, we've been here at the Exchange, loads of people, as you can see, loads of friends have come out from all over Leicester just to kind of pitch in. Everyone's brought brooms and we've been picking up grass, haven't we, and sweeping here today and just trying to tidy this place up, and we've been quite a few of us, so it's quite good.
I mean, what's your viewpoint on it as well, the fact that it's spread to Leicester? I mean, we kind of got ourselves through the EDL marches last year and stuff like this, and do you think this is as much about people out just sort of copycat and
I'm afraid
a bit of fun rather than anything coordinated?
Sadly, it's just it's mindless violence and kind of hooliganism, and there's been no major protests or any kind of situation here in Leicester. There was very low-level disturbances from what I understand as well. So it's just been people. I mean, they've mostly been smashing windows, which is so stupid because it just it slows things down. Things have to get boarded up, cleaned up. Businesses get affected. I think hats off to Leicestershire Police. I think we're all really proud and grateful for the job they did.
Well, certainly last night, following it on Twitter, it was very much, it was quite minor. The police were out in substantial numbers, and it was just like groups running around, really smashing windows. And the thing is, they're not even taking anything, are they?
No,
the windows
exactly.
I've seen smashed today, nothing appears to have been taken.
Exactly. From what I understand, nothing much has been taken. The people haven't managed to gain entry for any length of time anywhere. It's just, violence, hooliganism, breaking windows, running around. I mean, again, as I say, hats off, to firstly Leicestershire Police, who've done us all really proud, did a fantastic job. I saw them myself last night. And then hats off to all the volunteers and people that have come out today. And we've got to crack on to go somewhere else and try and clean up a bit more now.
Brilliant, excellent. Hope it goes all right.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah.
Well, my message what happened last night has nothing to do with the realism and it's out here today clearing up.
Morning, Sir Peter. How are you?
Very well, Nick.
Yeah, okay, cool.
A bit tired.
I should imagine, yes. So now this reminds me of us. We went about 200 yards from here during the EDL protest when you'd just taken down a sign. I don't know if you remember that as well.
Yeah, well,
it was
been sweeping up the glass today.
Yeah, it's quite. It wasn't as bad, I think, as a lot of people would have expected and stuff like that. You were here last night. What was your impression?
My impression was that really what this amounted to was perhaps 100 kids, average age mid-teens, a few older people, a few very disturbingly much younger kids as well. I know it seems pervert the sort of fun, but they thought they were having fun. They were egging each other on, they were shouting at each other, encouraging them. One would start kicking a window and some others would come over and help them till it broke. And of course they were having fun at the expense of our great city. And I just very saddened, was very angry last night actually. But today very, very heartened by the way in which Leicester people turned out to help clear up with brooms in hand.
Absolutely.
Up the glass this morning.
What's interesting is when you walk around, the sort of places that were kind of targeted, those are shoe menders down there and Curbside Cafe and things like that, and the Exchange Bar here, they're almost places that you wouldn't break into to necessarily take anything.
No.
So they're not even looting like you've seen it elsewhere. It's almost like along the lines of like breaking bus shelters and smashing phone boxes.
It was a bit like that. I mean, the crazy thing was, with all respect to Pound Stretcher, why would you break Pound Stretcher's window in order to go and do some looting? And yet that was the one where they were actually trying to take things out the window. It just doesn't make any sort of sense at all. You describe it like breaking up bus shelters or or a telephone box or something of that sort. You know, it really was a sort of mindlessness.
Yeah, yeah. What was your impression of the police last night? Certainly on Twitter, everyone seemed to feel they were doing quite a good job, and they're kind of quite well practiced after the EDL experience,
John,
aren't they?
they were brilliant. I mean, they really were. They'd obviously thought through their tactics. I mean, obviously, at times, they were stretched. At times, some of them personally, obviously, intimidating behaviour towards them. With bricks being thrown occasionally. But what they had obviously. They thought through their tactics, and they were obviously carrying it out to the letter. I had a chance to go out later on in the evening with one of the vans, as they were driving around, and obviously was then able to see how they were spread across the city and how they were deploying their force, but also to hear, I could hear, the headquarters and and the way in which they were giving them instructions and determining priorities as they went along. Very professional, very competent, and frankly very effective. And we've got a lot to be grateful to them for.
Sir Peter, thank you.